What's going on, everybody? We are back with another Dokkan battle video for you guys. Today's video we are talking about JP once more. Gonna go back to the JP just for this moment. This is gonna be like the last video I make for a while involving JP before I start flooding you guys with a bunch of global videos. Given that the 70th anniversary is 8 days away, there is a maintenance about to happen in nearly 50 minutes from now. Roughly 50 minutes from now, there's going to be a maintenance. The new update 5.4.0 is coming, which is going to be seeing some things happening for Patan, some other quality of life stuff happening around the game, and the game's going to be down for a few hours. So if you need to do a couple things, by the time this video goes up, the maintenance will be live, so get it done. Now, we are talking about JP because they have a massive character drop incoming. If you guys saw the of course video early this morning, that was before I got up for work and headed to work, so I couldn't talk about it until right now, much later. Very early this morning, of course, dropped the Tanabata Dokkan Festival LRs, animations, details, and all that good stuff. I didn't get a chance to talk about the teaser of course, but if you guys couldn't tell already, this year's Tanabata banner LR for the Dokkan Festival of July, in the beginning of July, is going to be LR Father Son GALICK Gun Vegeta and Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks Future, and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta. This is an interesting choice. It's not out of the left field, out of nowhere. Let's not go there. But among the options, Tanabata celebrations in the last several years, I was doing my bit of research on them. Of course, in the last several years have always been Saiyans, so we know that, of course. But it was who specifically, right? In 2018, the Tanabata celebration was Super Saiyan Full Power, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku. That's how you say it, right? To some extent. Then 2019 saw the Goten and Trunks brothers Kamehameha, family Kamehameha. Of course, Goku was in that unit as a active skill. That unit already arrived on Global as a global exclusive. Before that, it came out on the Tanabata celebration for JP. 2020 saw the LR Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Evo Goku and Vegeta LR together, and they were pretty interesting. They're a pretty still interesting unit, especially because they have certain 200% categories available to them. And then after that, we also had last year's Tanabata celebration unit, one of the more beloved ones. Tech LR Super Gogeta, the Goku Angel, Vegeta Angel, that became Super Gogeta, of course, in the active skill. That's Fusion, and that Gogeta is amazing, fantastic. I still love that unit to this day. Very interesting unit. And now this year, Vegeta and Trunks, keeping, of course, the trend of Saiyans, the father and son. This celebration is, of course, the Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks Saga themed, so this is fitting right in, of course. Now, when we talk about the options, I don't want to go, oh my goodness, I know that probably went crazy. But yeah, we talk about the options for you guys in this celebration. Let's be honest, LR Vegeta Blue was on everybody's radar. I expected, me personally, a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta that would, of course, fuse into Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. They didn't get that. They didn't do it. That doesn't mean it won't happen. Of course, we could always get that eventually, and it won't conflict with the 70th anniversary unit, of course, being the LR Gods, Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. They will go together, Blue Goku and Vegeta with the God Goku and Vegeta, and then when they transform the Tech Gods, you can link them still, and then if they eventually ever have Blue Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegeta Blue, that will work as well, so that'll be a great unit. But they decided to go with one of the more interesting moments of Dragon Ball Super, which was, of course, the father-son GALICK Gun of Vegeta and Trunks versus Zamasu, and that's very important. So let's stop talking about, you guys saw the animations, of course. Let's start talking about the units, information, and all that good stuff. Before we start, first we had, of course, the banner unit, a new AGL Goku Black. Very, very interesting. Interesting banner unit, and unfortunately, funny enough, they just dropped a World Tournament Awakening for the STR Goku Black, so he's already dead on arrival to an extent. But that doesn't mean this Goku Black is insane. So let's take a look at it. So translations as always by the homie Goresh. This Goku Black is AGL once again, as we talked about. Future Saga leader, the Future Saga. Category Key +3, all stats 130%. His super attack, Memories of Battle, he raises his attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and he seals super attack. So that's good for Super Battle Road, for example, of course. And then his passive now, attack and defense 100%. He gains 25 attack and defense percent per attack received, so a max of 100%. So he needs to receive 4 attacks, and then he'll get a max of 100% attack and defense added to his already attack and defense, so that would be a max of 200, of course. Then attacks effective against all types starting from the turn where the 5th attack is received. So you're gonna want to get hit 4 times, so you get the max stat boost in his passive per attack received to get an extra 100% attack and defense, of course. Then you're gonna want to get hit 1 more time to be able for him to have attacks effective against all types. So once he receives 5 attacks, that could literally happen turn 1 potentially. If you're not in a difficult event, yeah, this unit is gonna get hit cracked hard still, nonetheless, of course. But this Goku Black is interesting. He will be nice on Super Battle Road stages where he's eligible on. And then lastly, Future Saga category allies key +3 and attack and defense plus 40%. It's been a little while since we had a support, probably since the Ginyu banner. I don't know. I don't believe if the Nappa from the Sand Saga banners was a support, and neither was the banner units on during the Golden Week celebration, being the Goku and the Frieza. Not the Goku and Cell banners, of course. The Vegeta and the 16 and 18 were not support units in any way, really. I think the 16 and 18 kind of, to an extent. And then Jacko was Defenders of Justice, I believe. I don't recall if he was support. The Ginyus, they have some support with the Burter and Jace unit, and then Ginyu supports some units in his own categories as well. So this is interesting. Another Future Saga Goku Black, but not crazy, not incredible. And I'm hoping that during the celebration, we see the EZA of LR Tech, Rose, and Zamasu. We need that. They are the final LR out of the first original 5 that need their EZA. So hopefully it happens during this celebration. Now, let's talk about the Gohan. I almost said Goku and Gohan. Thinking about Golden Week. Let's talk about the Trunks and Vegeta, the LR. This is the 3rd LR of 2022 for JP. Obviously, I'm not talking about global. This is the 3rd newest LR that we've gotten this year. When we talk new, we're talking about the JP version, and because global will eventually get this down the line. This will be coming to global in November for the thank you celebration. So don't worry about this for the next couple of months. You can worry about the anniversary, your biggest priority as a global player, and then your second biggest priority after that is the worldwide celebration, which is in August, which is right as Dragon Ball Super Superhero releases worldwide. So that may be potentially the worldwide celebration. We still don't know. The details are hazy on that. We'll find out. But let's talk this Vegeta and Trunks. Of course, once again, thank you Goresh for the translations. So this unit is Int. I had a sneaky feeling they'd be SCR instead, but Int type, that is interesting. We didn't get an Int type Dokkan Fest LR this year yet. We have only had, of course, the Tech Gods and the Physical Super Saiyan 4s. Those are the only 2 Dokkan Fest LRs that we had this year. Since the 7th anniversary, of course. So, their leader scope. They are the first unit since the 7th anniversary as well. Actually, my bad. They are the first unit since Physical Raditz back at the start of April to introduce a new category. Bond of Parent and Child. It sounds familiar. It sounds the same as Bond of Master and Disciple, but they have that as a category already, as you can see at the bottom. But this is a brand new category. Bond of Parent and Child. The data download shouldn't be happening until at some point. I don't even know if it's happening tonight. The banner should be going live on like the evening of July 30th, going into July 1st. So I don't think we're going to be getting the data download yet. So we are still in the dark about what the category could be as a whole. But you should expect Goku. You should expect Gohan. You kind of should expect Goten in a sense, I guess. Maybe not. You should expect Vegeta, of course, and then you should expect Trunks. Could you possibly expect, I don't know, Hercule and Videl? Sure, I guess, why not? Could you also expect Frieza and King Cold? Possibly, too, yes, as well. And aside from that, that's pretty much every parent and child pairing that you can find in Dragon Ball, in Dokkan, really. So that's all of that. And then they also buffed the Future Saga. That's very important. Categories key +3, all stats as usual, 170%. And get this, of course, as you expect, they are another 200% leader, of course. They give an additional attack, defense, and HP 30%. 2 Battle of Fate category characters. The reason why they're in Battle of Fate, once again, of course, is because this moment was when they were fighting Merge Zamasu. So there's that. So, strangely enough, any Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that was featured in the Future Saga, like the Dokkan Festival one that we got way back in the old days of Dokkan, he is not on Battle of Fate. He was fighting Goku Black at the moment, at that time. So that, just to clear that up. So their super attacks: 12 key. They raise attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn and cause colossal damage. And then their 18 key super attack, they raise their attack and defense infinitely and cause mega colossal damage. It's very interesting that they chose to make this unit stacking on its 18 key. That would be the tougher aspect of this unit. So already, you can already start comparing them to the 7th anniversary units because they have the ability to stack. Not on both super attacks, but on one. So you're always going to want to prioritize the 18 key super. It does more damage and you have the stacking capability. This unit also has an entry animation. We took a look at that earlier in the video. So their entry animation is pretty interesting. They talk about, you know, them, father and son, you know, they can't lose. They'll be able to defeat whatever they have in front of them. The entrance animation has an effect as well. So, and condition. So it plays, the entrance animation plays during your first attacking turn if there is another ally attacking in the same turn who is in the bond of parent and child category. So you're going to need another ally from the brand new category that this unit is introducing, attacking in the same turn in order to activate this entrance animation and the effect from the entrance animation. The effect is they get 2 key and defense plus 70%, and they guard all attacks for the first 5 turns. I can give you guys a perfect example of a unit that that more than likely will be on the category, bond of parent and child. The Int Majin Vegeta for Saiyan that came for Saiyan Day. That unit requires Trunks. That entrance, they have an entrance animation where you need a Trunks because, of course, that moment when Trunks, Vegeta embraces Trunks for one of the final times before he dies. That unit is a perfect bond of parent and child character, so that unit should be on the category. And if not, there are also some very good examples of characters units that will be on that category. The SCR Goku and Gohan that just came out for Golden Week, one of the more premier TUR options this year. Very good option, especially when they exchange to Gohan. That unit should be on that category. You have the Tech LR Goku and Gohan that also came out in part 2 of the Golden Week celebration. So that unit is an even better example of a bond of parent and child. They literally have Goku and Gohan in the unit, the name. So that will be a unit there. They won't link the best, but it'll ensure, of course, the entrance animation effect activates. Next up, key +2, attack and defense 140, and they perform an additional attack that has a 30% chance to be a super. That's good. That's good. It allows you guys to kind of prioritize maybe putting crit chance in your hidden potential system, but the thing about this unit is, we'll get to that, they really don't need that, you guys, to do that, because also here it says they gain an additional key +1 and defense plus 15% and a chance to perform a critical hit by 7% for every attack that they receive. A max of key +5 and defense plus 75% and a chance to perform a critical hit by 35%. This unit is screaming additional. Feed it additionals. They're gonna get the free 5 dodge from being an int unit. They get the free 5 dodge in their hidden potential system because they are an int character, and then they have a 35% chance to crit, 75% defense, and then an extra 5 key once they get hit 5 times, basically, as you can see. And then they gain an additional attack and defense plus 70% and guard against all attacks when they are a first slot unit. When they are the first attacker in the rotation, they guard all attacks. So literally, they basically have guaranteed guard in any facet of an event, whether it be Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon Ball History, an Extreme Z Battle and against the LR, You know, collection of epic battles if that ever gets new stages, and of course the penultimate, the ultimate test of your character box in Dokkan, coming to global in a week from now, roughly. The ultimate red zone. That is big time. This unit has guard capability in any facet of these events, and that makes this unit elite. And it begs the question: could this be the best unit in the game? I don't have the answer to that myself. We don't know. We haven't seen this unit in action at all. We don't know what to tell. But we're not even done yet. We have to talk about the active skill, which is the father-son GALICK gun, of course. The condition: you can use it once 3 turns have elapsed from the start of battle, and all other allies in the turn are in the future Saga category, or once 5 turns have passed and your HP is 50% or less. That's a very good active skill condition, in my opinion. You're more than likely going to be using this unit on a team where you're going to have a ton of future Saga category units. Rose, Vegeta Blue, Merge Zamasu, honestly. Oh, of course, physical future Gohan, AGL future Gohan and Trunks. That's a very good team you're putting it together right there. That's not the team I'm saying future guys should make. They could make a much more optimal future Saga team, but that's not a bad condition. And 5 turns, you'll pass that very easily in Ultimate Red Zone stages. Of course, they go way beyond 5 turns, and then you'll end up having less than 50% HP a lot of times when you're in Red Zone. And then the ability, they massively raise their attack temporarily, and they cause ultimate damage. Perform critical hits during the turn when it was activated, and they raise all allies' defense by 20%. So they have some sort of support mechanic when they use their active skill. That's very good. This unit is a defensive stalwart when you take a look at everything they're capable of doing. They guard once the entrance animation is activated, and they have the effect from it. For 5 turns, they have guaranteed guard. They already have guaranteed guard as a slot 1 unit, and that's very good for extreme super battle stages, where you're going to be getting bombarded by attacks for like 7 times, especially when you're in those 5 character fights, for example against the Turles squad, the Turles Crusher Corps, when you're facing the Heraclan and Bojack, when you're facing Team Bardock, when you're facing the Ginyu Force. Those are very, 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 very good examples of where you're going to be wanting this unit to guard against everything. And they're capable of that, because you're always going to be probably running a Bond of Parent and Child unit, and you're always going to be throwing them in slot 1 because they already guarantee guard against all attacks, which is incredible. So, their links, not too bad. Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Not bad when you look at all the links that they have. That should be good. That should be very interesting when you talk about the Saiyans that you compare them with. Like I said, Future Gohan will be a very interesting partner for this character. Physical Future Gohan, of course. The AGL Gohan and Trunks, another one right there. Very interesting unit as well. And then for the future of the Vegeta Blue units, it really depends on what happens when they come out with the very next one, which a lot of people speculate worldwide could be Future Saga again, and then they just drop Vegeta Blue and Zamasu. But I feel like Zamasu is about to be dropped in a couple weeks from now for part 2 of this celebration. So we'll see. We will see. But I think this unit looks very impressive defensively. It's easy to say, in my opinion, that they are much more impressive defensively than the 70th anniversary units, because we'll take a direct comparison. The 70th anniversary units at this moment still global. These are the 2 best units you guys are getting for the next 5 months. These are the 2 best units you are going to be experiencing for the next 5 months. So don't even trip now that you're seeing this Trunks and Vegeta out. Yeah, for sure. Save your stones for that Vegeta and Trunks once this anniversary is over. Once it's August and this anniversary is officially ended, you guys can start saving your stones. Maybe, be careful, because worldwide might be Dragon Ball superhero related, and with the crazy hype that I saw, that I've heard about it, I don't know if you want to have stones ready for Vegeta and Trunks. But the 70th anniversary units only guard on their first turn. On turn 1, they only have guard capability after that, and then afterwards they are relied upon on the fact that they stack their attack and defense. The good thing about these two units, because they are literally the same aside from links, of course, and the teams they're on, the respective category teams they're on. The good thing about this is the fact that they both raise their attack and defense infinitely on both 12 key and 18 keys for both of these two units. Their passive skill is exactly the same, obviously different animations because they're different characters, different links for, of course, certain things, and then different categories for the most part in certain aspects, because, you know, that's the thing, of course. And then post transformation, I was you know, really thinking in deep thought about this when I was just taking a look at this unit earlier this morning. Still, right now, when you talk about the LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you put them in a tier where they are equal. They are both the best unit in the game because they are, for the most part, exactly the same in certain aspects. Gogeta has the capability of countering and evading and countering enemy super attacks, so there's that. The Gods have the capability of, you know, dodging and then launching additional supers and performing a critical hit when they have 20 or more ki. So that's the thing as well. Gogeta has damage reduction, so back and forth they both have good things unique to each other that make them so special. And that's why for so long, for the last 5 months, they have been the best units in the game. Equally. 1A, you can say 1A, 1B. It's not bad to say Gogeta's better than Gods better than Gogeta. It's really not it's really not a problem to say that, but when you take a look at this Vegeta and Trunks, the very fact that they have such great defensive capability, when you talk about the most difficult content in the game being Red Zone, which is coming in a week from now from Global. If you don't have a 200% leader, that's one thing, especially because those extra stats, that extra health and extra defense is very important against some of these hard-hitting enemies. I found, of course, there's some data threads, there's some threads out on Twitter. I'm going to make a whole video once the anniversary starts, breaking down entirely the Ultimate Red Zone, because we need to talk about it. I need to talk about it for my own sake, because I'm going to have to attempt it in a couple weeks from now once the anniversary starts. But, this unit is very impressive defensively, and some are a bit concerned with the offense from this unit. It's not going to be that bad because they stack their attack and defense on a 18 key. So if you surround them with units that either support them with a lot of ki, they get a lot of ki from their passive, and then you link them with units that give a lot of ki. I don't know if that link set they have right there gives them enough ki so that it's not too difficult to get to 18 ki every time, but I'm sure you're able to, you know, find the optimal team rotation that allows you to consistently get 18 ki, so that you can always get that 18 ki super attack to stack infinitely. So I mean, you know, they get upwards of what, 210% attack basically once they fully are built out, especially if they're a slot 1 unit. So I think they'll be fine offensively, but defensively they have the edge, in my opinion, against the 70th anniversary units. And with that, that is my thoughts on this Trunks and Vegeta. I'm gonna summon for them on JP, not using any money. I mean, I don't have that many stones, but I'll try to see if I can get them like last year's Tanabata unit being the Gogeta. But my focus is still, of course, on the 70th anniversary on Global. I'll be talking about that all anniversary long in July, and then I'll be talking about this unit, and I definitely want to see if I can pull them on JP. But with that, that is for today's video for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys watching the video. If you are still watching it at this point, like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment. Are you going to be summoning for this Vegeta Trunks if you play JP? Are you going to be not using as many stones on the anniversary, even if you pull the Dokkan Fest units, to prepare for November for the thank you celebration, when this is when this unit will drop? Not two, it's 1 unit because it's 2 characters. Let's talk about that in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new. And with that, yeah, I think we've definitely talked enough about this unit, and I can't wait to see how they are in game against all the content there is. So thank you guys for watching the video, and once again, of course, as always, I will see you guys on the next one.